So once I've done 15, 20 minutes of rubbing, but really the importance is not the time, it's that I can see that the surface of the felt is not moving. It's attached, the face is attached, the nose is attached. Still a little bit of concern here that this is fragile, but I think that it's okay to start the next stage, which is rolling. So I've worked on the edges. My hand can now freely move around the edge all the way. Give it a nice firm rub. Yeah, the face is not coming away. The nose will adhere more in the next process, but just give it a last little rub all around. Really working. That 3D form. You can decide to cut out this nose to reveal a different colour, or you could just leave it like this, and it's a lovely 3D form, in which case that means you know now that that bauble could be any colour, as long as you have your face colour as your desired face colour. I am going to cut it to reveal a secondary skin tone for the nose, that deeper pink, but you don't have to. The bauble is essentially the filling for the nose, and you still have that nice 3D form, as long as it stays in place, and that's what we're doing now by concentrating on this area. It's a good size of template, this A4 30 by 15-ish approximate size for your two hands to work nicely. Give those edges an extra rub. Really work. Just remember, this is going to be a 3D sculptural piece, not a 2D one. So the edges become the sides, and they're important to have strength for the stability of the structure. Okay, so let's start with the rolling. Lay my bubble wrap over the top. I roll onto itself. Just my fibre. In each direction that we roll, that's the direction that shrinkage occurs. We're aiming for approximately 45-50% shrinkage for this template to give the desired structure. If you were making a flat felt piece, perhaps a wearable piece like a scarf, you might have less of a shrinkage, 30% or so, because you want it to be softer to the skin. If you want a very firm, standing piece, like a sculpture or a bowl, you're definitely aiming for 50% shrinkage. That means that the object will finally be 50% the size, so 50% smaller than your original template. And that's what we're aiming for here, approximately. The rolling helps in the felting process, and also the shrinkage, and it shrinks in the direction that you roll. So with that in mind, for all pieces, we must roll in all 4 directions. Or unless you choose that you want shrinkage to occur more in one direction than another. Let's see where we are. So you can see that it's definitely changing. This is fully felted now, and you can see that it wants to shrink in this direction because this is a 3D piece. We can now bring some life into it by putting air into it. I like to think of this a bit like baking bread. We're putting air into this, squeezing it quite firmly. Bringing it apart again so that no parts of it stick or adhere to each other. And then lightly rolling as it becomes 3-dimensional, filling with air. Working on the sides, giving the odd rub. Working on the top and bottom, rubbing it against itself. Using slapping actions as it becomes more firm. Now at this point, when you can see there's a good amount of air, shrinkage has taken place, I'm going to move this piece of very bubbly, very foamy, soapy bubble wrap away and get myself a clean sheet, and I'm going to rinse this in hot water and in cold water under the tap and continue to roll as I'm rinsing it.